Hello everyone, today's menu will be blueberry scones. These homemade sweet tooth are perfect for brunch or desserts. They are crispy on the outside and soft on the inside. So if you're ready, let's get baking. In my medium-sized bowl, I have some all-purpose flour and I'm going to add in some sugar, and this is just regular white sugar. And then I'm also going to add in some light brown sugar, nice and packed. And then I'm also going to add in some baking powder, along with some ground cinnamon and sea salt. And then I'm just going to give it a whisk, combine everything well. Okay, and then I'm just going to set this aside and then work on the wet ingredients. Okay, in a large bowl, I'm going to add in 1 large egg, along with some heavy cream, some vanilla extract, and then I'm just going to go in and give it a whisk, combine everything well. Okay, and then I'm going to set this aside for a little bit. And then here I have some butter, and this is frozen, and I'm just going to grate it with my box grater. You do want to be careful, of course, because it is frozen. You don't want to cut yourself. Okay, that should be good enough. And then I'm just going to take it out. And then I'm going to move in my dry ingredients, and then I'm just going to dump it right inside my dry ingredients. And this is a flour mixture, of course. Every little butter crumbs you can, because every little butter matters. And then I'm just going to slide this over, and then I'm just going to go in with my hands and then mix the butter and the flour together. But you just want to do it slightly. You don't want to smush it. You still want to have some butter crumbs. And if you have a pastry cutter, you can of course use that too. But I'm just going to use my fingers. Okay, now that the butter and flour are all nice and mixed in, and it's nice and crumbly the way I like it. Okay, and then I'm going to swap these two around. And then I'm going to dump in the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. And then I'm just going to combine them with a fork just until they're combined. Okay. And then now I'm going to add in the blueberries. And then I'm just going to fold it in just until the dough forms. But be gentle. You don't want the blueberries to bleed too much. This looks good. And then I'm going to dust it with some flour onto my cutting board. And I'm just going to dump the rest of my dough right onto the cutting board. And I'm just going to gather all of them and just form a disc. And of course, as you can see, the blueberries are trying to run away from me, but I'm going to snatch them right back up. And then as I'm molding this into a disc, I'm kind of patting it down and making it into a circle, of course. And then this is going to be about a 6-inch and about 2 inches thick. Okay, now I have myself a nice circle, a nice disc, and like I said, it's about 6 inches wide and about 2 inches thick. And then I'm going to grab my knife and I'm just going to cut it into 8 equal pieces. And of course, you can make it into any shapes or size you want, but this is the one I always go for. Okay, and then I'm going to bring in my baking sheet with parchment paper. Just gonna slide this over. And then do make sure to preheat your oven to 375 degrees. And then I'm just gonna go in and grab the blueberries and just place it onto the baking sheet. Okay. Just gonna slightly break it apart a little bit. There we go. And this one right here, we'll just kind of snug it right back in. Okay, and then I'm just gonna grab some milk. And then I'm just going to brush the top of each of these scones. You can also use heavy cream if you wish. Okay, and these are ready to go into the oven. Meanwhile, the scones is baking. Here in a small bowl, I have some powdered sugar, and I'm going to add in some whole milk along with some vanilla extract. And then I'm just going to give it a mix, combine everything well. Okay, this looks good. And then I'm going to add in a few drops of blue food coloring. Then I'm just going to go back in and give it a stir. You can go ahead and add more blue food coloring, but for me this is perfect, nice and blue. And then I'm just going to set this aside until ready to use. Here is the end results of the blueberry scones. I hope you'll give this recipe a try. The measurements are in the description box down below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye.